everybody, this is Robert here. Just want to show you what I have on my cell phone right now. This is an LG Sunrise, and yes, no, it's not an iPhone, but it's an Android phone, which has a headphone jack, a camera, and a speaker grill. But I also put some Velcro on the back of the phone so that I can use it in my car for a basic car mount for my GPS. And if you haven't seen the video on how I did that, I will make sure to put the link down below. So let's see what I have. I will unlock it. So here, this is actually an app that has been very useful for group meetings, called GroupMe. And what you can do is you just have to download the app, and you can see like this is basically a group text. It's a group text, and you can see my Bible app, my camera, the camera, which is like a 2 megapixel camera, not very good. Also my navigation app, which is, as you can suggest, GPS, and a GPS widget, on-off switch, as well as a clock, and here's where my messaging is, and my Instagram, as well as Facebook Messenger. And of course I have Weather Nation, which is different than what the Weather Channel, in the fact that Weather Nation does only weather and no fancy dramas about weather. Also, YouTube and Zedge is another good app that lets you find good new ringtones and wallpaper. And of course the phone does like Wi-Fi and things like that. Also a multi-timer, which will do multiple timers. Google Maps, of course, email, calendar, and also an ink pad for taking notes, and a calculator. And I have multiple scoreboards on this phone, and it's really good to have at least one good scoreboard, just in case you needed to whip it out for a pickup game or whatnot. Someone will be able to keep score when if they're not playing. Also a QR code reader, and instrument tuners, which I play music, so I do instruments. There's a music player and an acapella maker app. Also a few games such as Europoly, which is actually quite similar to Monopoly, except for one thing, that they give you 40,000 euros compared to 15,000, compared to like $1,500 in the real game. Also, a audio recorder, and also a lightning detector for whenever lightning occurs in the area, and also a digital metronome, a sound meter, and a pedometer as well. Now, I've also created a few apps in a piece of software called Android Studio, and this is really good. And you could do something like, what I did was a tip calculator that calculates the tip and also the total cost of any meal. And I have the Chick-fil-A app, which I do use at times, and also TracTone has this neat app called Call Detector. It automatically detects whether any incoming call is from a spammer or some kind of person who wants to make money off of you. Also, a fitness app for how many steps you take, and other custom apps. Of course, the Google Play Store, and also a few other games called Chess Free chess app, and YouTube Studio, AT Player, and my account downloader. I have a few more. As also, GroupMe. I don't know if I mentioned this, but the GroupMe app actually, as you probably see, as it's a group text app for multiple groups to coordinate meeting times. Also, scoreboard and a couple other games such as War and Checkers, and a battery saver app. Also more scoreboards, and also a DigiHUD window app, which I think tells you the digital version of your speedometer on the car. Google Voice. The Bible app is from YouVersion. YouVersion. Make sure you go download that. It's super handy for just reading on the go. Also, Daily Bible, which actually gives you the verse of the day, smaller snippets. And this is an app that I've done called Projected Net Pay, which it enters the rate of pay, how many dollars per hour or euros per hour. I think you can use any currency, and number of hours worked. And it's actually quite useful for part-time workers, and it calculates the net pay and it's doing it at 10% total taxes. 10% of your paycheck goes toward government taxes. And also a speed gun. Oh yeah, this kind of like a police speed gun, or even a speed gun for sports teams. Even a ruler, a photo ruler. So, also a few other games like Blobby Volleyball, which is a volleyball game that you can play with little blobs. And also Glow Hockey, which is air hockey. Other than that, of course, you gotta have a file manager, so SD File Manager is what I use. Other than that, that's pretty much all I have on my Android phone. And I have my contacts, my messaging, as well as this thing can do Wi-Fi and quasi 4G. As you can see, I have 50% on my phone, and of course, the picture is of a friend of mine. Alright, that's all I have for my phone. On my Android phone. If you like videos like that, just comment down below, and I'll also make sure I'll put the link for like GroupMe app and view version. And also for others. So that's all I have for today and today's video.